doing this for like a thumbnail. I think that's what I'm doing for a thumbnail. Psych. Ayo! It's me, the one and only, the Marvelous One. You are now watching The Marvelous Show. But before we get into today's show, if you guys can do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so I can slam dunk y'all with notifications whenever I go live and post some of the most litty content. Tonight's show is about damaged men and women and the things on how to deal with damaged men and women. Okay, so type some things up because like I said, when you do these YouTube videos, you gotta have stuff typed out because I don't want to be babbling and all over the place like I do on a podcast, which is the LLFM Podcast description. The link is in the description below. Make sure you check that out. It's on all media platform. It's a lit podcast. Damaged people. How do I put that? I was a damaged person. I used to be damaged. It took me a lot of years. I just did a podcast on that, which will be out tonight or whenever I put this video out. A lot of people are damaged because they was hurt. Someone lost their trust in a big way. Either if it was an ex-girlfriend, if it was an ex-boyfriend, if it was a mom, a dad, best friend, etc. Someone along the line lost your trust. So when you lose your trust, you're damaged. Like I said, no matter who it is, you're damaged and you hold on to that type of stuff. And it's kind of like you're holding a grudge towards the people that hurt you. So when someone new come into your life, you're going to take that all out on them because you're still angry at that. Two is, and this was big, this was something that I used to do. I used to compare myself compare my ex to my new lover, my new girl. I would compare them together, like, oh well, my ex didn't do this, oh my ex didn't do that. What I was doing is slowly pushing that woman away that liked me because I was comparing her to my ex, which was AKA I'm still damaged, AKA I'm still bitter. So I want to make sure that I'm comparing them for I don't lose that edge from my ex. You keep damaged people. And I'm saying this because these are all things that I've been through, things that I've done to people, and that I see people do in 2019. I kept people at a arm's length, like wouldn't really let people get close to me. Much like you don't trust people, you also don't let people get to know you. That is a sign of emotional damage. Stems from stuff that my ex did to me, aka what I call it aka bullying, where I was mentally and emotionally abused. So it's like if you go through that stuff, you're gonna keep everybody at an arm's length. And four is we constantly compare ourselves to people. And damaged people, when you're damaged, you compare yourself to people because that's having low self-esteem and insecurities. And now when like I run into people and I notice, especially in women, when they have insecurities, they're so good at try to mask it and be like, oh, I'm not insecure, oh, I'm not this and that. You can't fool a bullshitter. 3 years ago, I was the ultimate guy that always was insecure. But when somebody called me insecure, I'm not insecure. I had a mask on. So when women say that, and when guys say it, I just sit back and I just be like, are you serious? You can't fool a bullshitter. I know that you're insecure, and it's okay, because if I'm willing to be in your life and accept you, I understand that's what you got going on, and my job is to make sure that I don't let you that you don't have low self-esteem, and that I help you get to where you need. 5 is anger. Like anger creeps in no matter what. You catch yourself getting upset about something. Like it can be a little thing, like it's the littlest things that you, a woman or a man, can make, or me, anyone, and you just blow up and you just get so mad at that person about little stuff that's not even really that big. It's because you're emotionally damaged, so you're always on edge and always riled up or trying to protect yourself or keep everyone at an arm's length. Like, hold up, stay back, don't get too close to me, because the moment you get too close to me, I'm gonna flip out on you and I'm gonna get angry. I was First Ballot Hall of Fame with that. Whenever someone would say something I didn't like, I would just instantly blow up, and I would just get so mad. I would get so mad that now that I sit back and think about it, like, damn, Marvelous, you was really upset for no reason. Like little things, like, hey Mike, I feel like you had way too many drinks. You should slow down. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You're not my dad. You like blowing up over someone telling me that I need to slow down because I don't have too many drinks. I need to slow down. So it's just stuff like that. And 6, I would say anxiety. When you're damaged and you meet someone new, or you're around a whole bunch of people and you're around a whole bunch of crowds, you just get anxiety. So when it comes to dating, anxiety sets in right away, because the first thing, like I said in the beginning, you go right back to the old things, like, hey, I gotta keep him, I gotta keep her at arm's length. I can't let them get too close. And once you feel like you like them and you start letting them get closer, that's when anxiety set in, because you're allowing someone new to come into your realm of things when you're so used to being by yourself, because you don't push everyone away, because you don't want to go down that same road again, aka get bullied or get hurt. 7, I would say traumatic breakups. Traumatic breakups can affect you and make you emotionally damaged, and have you just mad at the world, because that breakup was so bad that you can't really trust no one and let no one in. Like everything it's all tying back into the beginning, because it all stays the same. Like, I had a traumatic breakup. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm telling YouTube, I did. So it was hard for me to let people in, because that pain was so hard and so it was so bad that it was like I had to keep everyone away, because I felt like my breakup was super traumatic and super bad, and it left me with a lot of scars, what took me years to get over. Like, I'm not, like I said before my podcast, it wasn't like it was something I just woke up and, oh, I'm good, I'm over it. No, it took time to heal those scars, and for me to get back to where I needed to be. And and it's like a lot of women, this is for the women that has been hurt time after time by guys. So say a woman date this guy, he was an ass. She date another guy, he was an ass. She date another guy, he was an ass. Then she meet that good guy, and all of a sudden that good guy have to pay for everything that those last 3 guys did, because each one of them emotionally damaged her. So by the time she get to you, which she may really, really like you may be just an awesome guy, but you still gonna pay for the things that the last 3 guys took her through. And that's what I mean, that she's like, women have been done wrong time after time. It could just been by one fucker, excuse my language, it could have been by one guy that did all this, but she allowed you to come in. And now when she allowed you to come in, she starts to doubt herself, she starts to be upset with herself, she starts to feel some type of way. It's all these things that she's doing because you're paying for something that someone did in the past. And then when you speak up on it and tell them, oh, it goes back to 5. Anger creeps in, because you voice your opinion about something, because you're basically knowing that. You basically know she's been hurt. So you're telling her, like, hey, I'm not like that guy. Don't compare me to those men. Let me love on you. Let me be the one for you. But no, you still keep going back to your past, because the past is the past. Let's leave it in the past. Women, let's not affect our future by worrying about what's going on in the past. Look at me. Look at a man from a man perspective. I ran a lot of women away by comparing my past to my future. I will no longer do that again. So that's why I'm doing this and letting women know that, yeah, it's okay to be damaged. It's okay to be hurt. But you can't just hold on to it forever. Because no man is going to want to be with a woman that they know is damaged. I speak for all men when I say this. We know when a woman is bitter and damaged by talking to her for at least 5 to 10 minutes. You find everything out you need to know about a woman by talking to them for 5 to 10 minutes. It's all about if you want to stick around for that. Some men like myself, I'll stick around for it if I feel like at the end of the day we're gonna grow and we're gonna be amazing together. But if I don't feel that, I'm pulling the plug and I'm going my way. I just can't. And like I said, so like And then this one is kind of tricky because your friends can tell you that you have issues. When I was going through what I was going through, my friends really didn't tell me I had an issue when it came to my ex. They told me I had an issue with my drinking and the way that I carried myself and the way that I was always living on the edge. I was always, quote unquote, a wild card, which I was. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. I was out of control. So, but with women, your friends can tell you that you have issues because you push so many men away, so many good guys coming around, and they basically just saying, hey, you push a lot of guys away because of what happened to you in your past, aka they telling you that you're damaged, but they're saying it in a nice way because, like I said, no one wants to go back to 5, and you get angry and you push everyone away and you try to shut down and all this and that. So they try to tell you in a nice way, like, hey, you have some issues because every guy you have dated, the same things have happened. It's a pattern. And what leads me to 10, you're depressed. It happens. Like I said before about mental health. Mental health can be caused by a bad breakup. Bad breakups can make you depressed. So it's nothing wrong, men and women, if you're damaged and someone say, "Oh, you're depressed, you should go get help." Don't get mad because it's true. Excuse me. Relationships can cause you to have mental health. Trust me, I know it firsthand. My breakup, I was depressed. If your depression is a mental health, which I just did a video just the other day. You can find it in the description below if you go to the page. Mental health is real. Breakups can cause mental health issues, and that's what I'm saying. Like when I remember saying to someone, I was like, "Hey, you sure you're not depressed?" I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just saying, like, "Hey, you're really, really down. You might be depressed. You might want to, let me get the thing off for you. You might want to get this number a call. It's nothing wrong with it. You can give that number a call. It's nothing wrong with it. Text them. You can do whatever you want. It's no big deal. But being damaged and being depressed, it's common. You experienced a lot. So yes, it's okay to be depressed. And another one I did is what I do, and I want to say this to everyone, is I just avoided alcohol and pills. I avoided those things when I caught myself being depressed, and I start to see my therapist and start to talk about it with people and start to let people know what's really going on. I stayed away from the person that caused me this hurt. Stayed away from her. I stayed away from people that would bring her up. I just distanced myself and I just made sure that I spent time working on myself. I talked to someone, which was my therapist. I realized that I wasn't the only one in the world that was experiencing this, so that made me feel better. What's another one I did? I always wrote something down, and like I said in the podcast, and I want people to know that. So I always write down, keep the past in the past, and the past is the past. Once you get that down, you know that it's the past. It won't affect you in the future. It won't affect you when you find that new guy or you find that new man, that new woman. It won't affect you because now you know your past is in the past. Do I ever get sad and think about my past? Yeah, I do. But do I let it affect me? No, I don't. I don't let it affect me. And like I said, these was just like, things that I wanted to talk about, because in 2019 I've ran into a lot of damage, men and women. And I just wanted to do this video because I felt like it was only right for me to do it. And like I said, if you guys can do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so when I slam dunk y'all with some of this new content, you can always know when I post a video, I post anything. Like I said, I just want to thank everybody for loving and supporting me and the LLFM podcast and the people that's now starting to support the Marvelous Show. I appreciate all the love and the support. And I think I'm trying to make a thumbnail. Make a cool thumbnail for y'all, but I can't do it. So I don't know. And I'm out.